everybody, welcome. I'm Daniel G. Garza, and this is the Card Divo Show. Welcome to the show. It is Friday at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Times, and I want to welcome all our friends on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you for joining us today. I come to you in 4 different channels on Facebook. So if you're watching us on Facebook, please share this on your page so your friends and family can watch. If you're watching us on LinkedIn, you can also share the page. YouTube, would you do us a favor and scroll down, subscribe, and like the video? And then our friends on Twitter, you can retweet the show. And I actually have my pad here next to me because that way, if you want to be part of the show, you can comment, and I can see you commenting. You can comment. Sorry. And I can see. As you can see, it is live. Let me turn the volume down. There we go. So if you comment on Twitter, I can watch you over here, and you can join in. For those of you watching, you are welcome to be part of the show. Here are the rules for the show, and why don't I have my? There we go. Here's my comments. Make sure that you put me in the comments for a card. Hola, Maricruz, ¿cómo estás? Buenas tardes. Hola, prima, ¿cómo estás? Hi, Piper. Make sure you do that. Also, where's my other information? If you can, there is my information to tip. All tips are welcome. Hi, Rosie. How are you doing? Hold on a second, Rosie. Hold on a second. For those of you joining, remember, it's me in the comment section. Now go ahead and start putting me in the comment section, and we'll start scrolling through. Remember, your cards will be right here, and I'm going to open this up today. How's that? I'm going to make it bigger so you can see that bigger. And our card today says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. It is so different to see the world through the eyes of fear and resentment and anger. But once you change the way you look at the world, once you have faith and you know things are sure, it's easier to move forward in your life. So change that fear for faith, and you will see the world in a whole different way. So we will put that card again at the end. We're already starting. So remember, type me in the comment section, and I will include you. All our friends on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, you're welcome to comment in the section, and I will read them. If you're watching us on Twitter, comment in the comment section, and I have it over here on the side. So I'll be paying attention for all our friends on Twitter who want to join the show. Let's start with. Oh, you know what I want to before we continue. Well, I'll show you that at the end. Better, I'll show you at the end. Let's start off with just some regular cards for you guys. Move this out of the way. Remember, when you are going to say me, if there's something a little more specific that you want to know about, work or love or such, let me know, and we will put those up. All right. So we're going with Rosie first. Hi, Rosie. Welcome to the show. Rosie, there seems to be a victorious moment coming up for you. So pay attention to victory moments coming. Especially when it comes to things of the heart. So it doesn't necessarily mean, let me put this over there. There we go. It doesn't necessarily mean relationship-wise. Like, it doesn't mean... Let me specify for everybody who's watching and who's watching this for the first time. When it comes to matters of the heart, it could be people, places, or things, personal or professional. But I feel like for Rosie right now, there are things about your heart that are opening. There's a very masculine energy in your heart right now. This could be you being a leader. This could be you being the aggressor. This could be you taking control of a situation. So definitely love coming into your heart. And the victory card is that this is a good move for you. It's really a good time for you to open your heart and let some of that sunshine in. For everybody who's watching, I'm sure you've heard me talk about this show. We listen with our heart. We receive information in our heart. What is going on with my hair? I feel little hairs on my head. we listen with our heart. So you are very open to receiving information at the moment. And the information that you're receiving is being processed correctly. And there will be a good outcome in this. So if you're being open, it's your heart opening up to the world and accepting the world. And as the card was saying in the beginning, when you are full of certainty and faith, the world seems endless. You're about to tackle the world. So definitely go after this new challenge. There will be victory for you at the end, and good things are coming for you, Rosie. So I hope that made sense for you. John, hi, John. John is a colleague, and we sit on a board together. Such a great guy. John, so be careful with not be careful. I need to start changing the way I say things. Pay attention to certain attachments that are coming into your life. This could be with people, places, or things. But I feel like there's attachment, but that only means that there are things balancing out. There are things that are working out for you right now, John. So if things are starting, how does John, things are starting to make sense. Things are starting to even out. That's the attachment to certain things. So if you're feeling certain attraction to people, places, or things that make you feel balanced, this is a good time to go in that direction. Especially when it comes to a community. So if you are working in an environment, if you are surrounded by certain people, that it's just the collaboration just seems genuine, hardworking, and everybody is moving forward, then things are good. Definitely keep going in that direction. But I feel like this attachment to the community is definitely setting a balance and making a connection. So keep going in that direction. I hope that made sense for you, John. Thank you for being here. John, Kim. Kim, pay attention to envy and greed around you, especially when it comes to dreams and goals that are being set, because this is going to alter the way that you value yourself. So there are certain energies around you. This could be coming from you or somebody towards you, but I feel like, I'm going to say this with love, this is a little bit more to do with you towards the outside. Stop focusing on the dreams and goals of other people and the direction that they're going in. Pay attention to your dreams and goals and how you want to make them grow. In order for you to get the value that you want for yourself and acknowledge yourself, you need to stop focusing on if the grass is greener on the other side. It's always greener on the other side. And you know how we can avoid that is by planting some seeds on your side. Plant seeds in your lawn. Water your own lawn, see it grow. Stop focusing on other people, what they're doing, where they're going, what's happening, the why, when, where, who. And focus on you. But I feel like in order for you to start focusing on your dreams and your goals, that'll bring the value to yourself. But in order to do that, you need to stop focusing on other people and what they're doing. I say this with love. It is none of your business what people think about you. It is none of your concern what people are doing with their lives. In order for you to move forward, start paying more attention to your own thing. I hope that made sense. But I know sometimes it's hard, especially when we want to move forward. We want to pay attention to what other people are doing. But take a peek and come back. That's all I can suggest. Take a peek at other people's. Go look at their lawn, see what fertilizer they're using, see what lawnmower they're doing, and then come back to your lawn and focus on yours. That's the best way to do it. Piper. There's your strength. I feel like I got the strength card for you recently. All right, so some of the hostilities that have been rising within you, some of the anger or anxiety, and I say the anxiety because I pulled the third card and there's the anxiety card. So I feel like some of this anxiety and inner turmoil that is happening is because we are not focusing on our strengths. What is your strength? What makes you strong? Now, everybody always wants to focus on their weakness. It's like, oh, I am not good at this. I need to be better. And we totally forget about what we're really good at. So let's focus on what you're really good at to get you through this hurdle. In order to move forward, you need to figure out what makes you really strong and use that for yourself. Especially when it comes to, I feel like, especially when it comes to professional matters. In order to move forward professionally and end that inner turmoil, focus on your strength. It's going to lessen the anxiety. I don't know why. I mean, I love your hair. You have such original. Your hair's always so cool, especially when you have the pink hair. But I feel like, I don't know if we're getting. What they're telling me is we're losing hair. I don't know if you're losing hair. Does that make sense? But I feel like I'm stretching my hair out. So just be very aware of that situation. I know the chick on here is stretching her hair, but I feel like there's a big connection there. So just pay attention to your hair and what's going on. I feel like there's a connection in there. So pay attention to that issue. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Rose Piper. La sencilla, ¿cómo estamos, comadre? Ya teníamos tiempo. It's been a while since I saw you. Let's put some love for you. What's love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Okay, that's all I can sing because more than 10 seconds, you have to pay royalty. So let's give a lesson. See, yeah, a little bit of a love card. All right, so when it comes to love, there's some family issues that are, can you see that? There are some family issues that I'm lingering. So either if there is a prospect at hand, if there is a love interest at hand, here's the two scenarios, obviously, because we're doing a quick reading. If there is somebody that you are interested in, there are family issues that are keeping it from really solidifying. If there is not somebody within you, then I would say it's your family that has something to say in the direction that love is taking you. But it's safe for you to love. I feel like it's really a good time for you to find the love that you're looking for. Really start opening your heart up. So I know sometimes we're like, you just don't marry the person, you marry the whole family. But I feel like if you are moving forward in love, with love, then the doors will open, especially reconciliations. Is there somebody from the past that is coming around? Is there somebody from an ex or somebody that you left behind that is coming to reconnect with you? Now, remember, for everybody, although she's asking and inquiring about love, relationship love, sometimes the universe is like, you know what? You're not ready for a relationship. We're going to send you people that you need to reconnect with in order for you to heal that energy so you can move forward. But if that is not the case with you, if you are in love right now or there's a prospect, don't get hung up on the family issues. It's going to work its way out. But allow yourself, give yourself permission to find the love that you want, and it's going to happen for you. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Let's go. Kim, we already talked to Kim. Call Dante, ask him if he wants to come back, or call me and make a session. If people want something very specific like this, I do take sessions, so get in touch with me through whatever channel you're on. Message me and we will schedule a session. You're welcome, John. Thank you. I hope it made sense. So for people, let me stop this. So yes, if you are new to the show, if you're recently watching us either on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitter, all you have to do is put me in the comment section. Just do it once. I will get to you. Put me in the comment section. If you want something a little more specific, like work or love, put it in there and we'll see what the cards say. But for now, just put me in the comment section and I will get to you. If you're on Twitter, it won't come up on the board, but I can see it right here on my laptop next to me and I will pull your name up. We're going with Laura. Laura, hi, sweetie. Laura is a new mommy for the second time, and we want to congratulate her on that. What is it now? 3 weeks? Is it? Maybe? I feel like it's been 3 weeks now. Uh, so everybody, if you are interested in reading, make sure you put me in the comment section and I will get to your name. We're here for an hour, so we're only in 15 minutes. I am Daniel G. Garza, the Card Divo, and welcome to the Card Divo Show. Laurita. All right, Laura. So first of all, the indecision card is coming up. So it's time to make some decisions. Left, right, forward, backwards, up or down. But you got to move. And we've talked about this before. Some of the folks here on the thread are regular clients of mine. So there's a backstory to it. So if I make comments that most of you don't understand, excuse me, it's because the person I'm reading for does understand. So I think we talked about the indecision of things. It doesn't matter what direction you move in as long as you move. It doesn't matter if you take 5 steps, 3 steps, half a step, but make a step in a direction, and that's the moment to start doing it. Now, I think we've discussed this before. The fourth chakra, for everybody, the fourth chakra is your throat chakra. The throat chakra is how we speak the truth to ourselves. It's not how you keep it real for other people. It's not what you say to other people. It's how you keep it real for yourself. Because if I'm lying to myself, I will lie to everybody around me. And then I start believing those lies, and my whole life is a lie. I live in a reality of lies. So, Laura, start using your throat chakra. What is this conversation that you need to have in order for you to make a decision? So the sun is there. Things are clear. Things cannot be any more clear for you right now. You know exactly what it is. We know exactly what's happening, who, when, where, and how. You know these things. So I say this with love, but if you want to not have those conversations, then you're basically just lying to yourself. You're keeping things from you. And in the end, everything comes out because the sun will shine on everything and everything will be clear. So have the conversations, put things out, pon las garritas al sol, las barajas en la mesa, put those cards on the table, no pun intended, and make a decision. But I feel like either make the decision now or things are going to linger for a while. And are you really in the place where you want to hold on to that longer? Does that make sense? So, yes, we are doing readings. Eric Fuentes, welcome to the show. Definitely, I hope you already put me in the comment section so we can get to you next. Hi, Padilla, Mr. Padilla. Me, there we go. I hope that's making sense for Laura. Huh. That's really interesting. Okay, you guys saw me shuffle these, right? Okay. I say this every time we do a show, that the cards come out the way I want to. But it's interesting sometimes when I just read somebody, I shuffle them, and then I pull for somebody else, and the same cards come out. So also, but yeah, we are making some decisions. There's some decisions that need to be made, and there is the throat chakra as well. That's why I giggled. I'm like, it's the same thing. Are you being honest with yourself in the decisions that you need to make? And if so, then you're ready to move forward. But I feel like part of the decisions is the temple path. The temple path is the road that the universe has laid out for you. I feel, my intuition tells me that there is already a path that you were ready to go on. Something held you back. Not being honest with you held you back. What is the real reason why you don't want to move forward? Is it fear? Is it loyalty? Is it not leaving people behind? What is it that's keeping you from going in the right direction and that path? So be honest with yourself of why and make the decision. Now, the universe has a path for us. There's always a path. And my belief system is God, the universe, and life already have this path laid out. I may not take it now, but there will be there will be a road laid out for me, and I will always end up where I'm supposed to go. So you can delay this decision for a while longer, but the decision has to be made, and there is a path to follow. So make sure that you speak your truth, have the conversations that need to be had, and make a decision in the direction that you need to go. Did that make sense? I hope that made sense to you. I hope that made sense to you. You're so right. I'm stressed and always pulling my hair. I'm going through a divorce, so it's been rough. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So that is probably why. My career is in the house of self-love and healing. Oh, okay. So I hope that made sense to you. There is a path for you to take. Be honest with yourself and make a decision. But you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome back to the show. Yes, you please. So we're going with Stephanie. For everybody else watching us, thank you for watching. I am Daniel G. Garza, the card Divo, and we're here live every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you come and check us out. I've also started a new TikTok show, Monday through Fridays in the mornings, usually about 9 o'clock. I am doing TikTok lives and doing readings. It's called breakfast readings because while I have my oatmeal, I do readings for you folks. So make sure you join me on TikTok. Look for the card Divo on TikTok and you'll find me. All right. Oh, this one jumped out. All right, let's pull that one. All right, Stephanie. So there is the contracts. There are the contracts. This is all about legal paperwork, documents, things that need to be signed, justice. I feel like the equality of things is at play, especially when it comes to you and your healing powers. I feel like in order for you to become that magical person, Stephanie, that you usually are, there is some paperwork that needs to be signed. There are some forms that need to be filled out, court stuff, especially when it comes to your family. So if you really want to help your family out, if you really want to bring that harmony, I don't know why I use the word harmony. Is there a harmony in your life? Don't answer that just yet. But I feel in order to bring this harmony into your family's life, in your home, it's important to get those paperwork signed. So that you can start being you again, especially when I feel like, especially when it comes to the change in professional journey. Are we changing journeys? Are we changing roads slightly or in our profession? Like, I feel like this is a move that you need to take, but make sure that all your paperwork, make sure that all the forms that need to be filled out are filled out in order for you to move in the right way, in the direction that you want to go. This will bring the harmony to your family. Again with that word. This will bring that harmony to your family that you've been looking for. I feel like you need to stop blaming yourself for the direction that some things are going. You can't save everybody all the time. And sometimes you've got to save yourself first in order to move forward. So give yourself permission to mess it up sometimes. We all mess it up sometimes. But that's what gives you the learning tools to do something different next time. So whatever mess up you think you did right now, it's going to get better. It's going to get fixed. And you're learning the lesson. So definitely keep going in the right way, and you'll see how things start changing for you. That makes sense? I hope that made sense. So we already got to Mr. Eric and his healing. I hope that answered your question. Mr. Jerry Garza. Hi, primo. ¿Cómo estamos, Jerry Garza? So for everybody that is just joining, we're going to come to Jerry back in just a second. So we're on Jerry Garza. For everybody joining, if this is your first time joining the show, welcome. I'm Daniel G. Garza, the card Divo. All you have to do is put me in the comment sections, and I will get to you next. If you're able and available to donate, my Venmo and Cash App are scrolling down at the bottom. Any tips are appreciated. Otherwise, just stick around. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. So make sure that you share the show with your family and friends. Let them join in and get a card reading. We're here every Friday at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So we're going to go back to Jerry. All right, Jerry. I tell you, that it's just the cards. They have a brain of their own. So, Jerry, there are some financial situations coming up for you. Um, there is a male energy that's holding the money. This could be you, or this could be another person that's coming in to either invest, loan, uh, share money with you. Again, this could be you getting a raise, getting a promotion, moving in a direction. Now, the reason I'm going to go with professional for you is that there is a path. There's a path laying out for you. Like there's a new journey for you. So this could represent a promotion or a change of jobs where there is a new journey into something new for you. And see, that's why I giggle, because there's the decision card. It's a day of decisions for a lot of you folks. So it's time to make a decision on the direction do you want to go. Do you want more money, or do you want peace of mind? And I feel like only you can make this decision. So decide what you want to do. But I really feel like the financial security that you've been looking for is there, as long as you make a decision and you choose the path wisely. But I feel like there's a more creative side that you want to go into. So if that's the case, then definitely choose the second path. Choose the path that the universe has laid out for you to go into. I don't feel like the most money is where you want to go. I not that money isn't good or important or makes us happy sometimes. I just feel like your happiness is down another road. So pay attention to that as you are deciding and signing that contract, whether if it's the direction that you want to go in. I hope that made sense. Laura tells us she's 3 weeks. Yay! We still have to meet her. Hello, just joining. Welcome to the show. Hello, Karen. Welcome to the show, sweetie. So, yes, remember, everybody just put me in the comment section, and you'll go next. We are going with Karen. Interesting. So we're in a really good cycle right now, Karen. So this is the goddess of the moon. This is the cycle that is starting for you, this new chapter in your life. And from knowing you, I know that you are going in a new direction, that you are starting something in a new space. Now, here is the financial security that you've been looking for. So here comes the male energy with the money. So there's that male energy, but it takes some strategy. Now, because I know Karen and she's a friend and a client, we have been strategizing for a while to get you in this new direction. Deep breath and go for it. I feel like getting that strategy, and because I know you, I know that you have a very alpha energy about you. So strategize, put into strategy, put on paper the steps that you need to take in order to get to where you want to go to gain that coin, and get those like that in and out flux of energy. So I don't have my phone is being used for the cards, so I can't look at when the next moon is. So if somebody can look that up for me where you're sitting there, what's next, a full moon or a new moon? So either, for everybody watching, a new moon is when we ask God, the universe, life, for things we want in our lives. And a full moon is when we let go of these things. And these things are people, places, and things. So it's time. But I feel like this is a really good chapter for you. It's a really good cycle for you to start bringing in that money that you're looking for. But you got to have a strategy to get there. So make sure that you have a strategy. We're going to change cards now because we've been using those quite a bit. So we're going to go with the enchanted map. You know what? No, we're going to go with Trust Your Vibes next. I hope that made sense for Karen. Let's get Karen out of the way here. How's everybody doing? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the weekend? It's I know. Are you ready for some football? I know. Um, so we're gonna go with Bobby, and then I think Marco Pacheco is next after that. So yes, Marco Pacheco, you are next after this. All right, Bobby. So the first thing that comes up, there are some things that are happening around you, and your angels are telling you, dude, this isn't what happened is not you. It's like the universe, God, life are like, we didn't do this on purpose to hurt you. We did this to help you. So the situation that's happening right now that is making you want to call on your angels is not something that is meant to hurt you, but to help you. It just doesn't seem that way right now. But even in this moment of things that happened unexpectedly, you need to expect the best. Good things are going to happen. So this drastic change, excuse me, that somebody put you through, or this change that somebody made you go through, it's not you were bad. It's like, no, we have something waiting for you. So if whoever was here at the very beginning, the card at the beginning said, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. And I think this is so apropos for you, Bobby Avalos, is that if you have faith, have a little faith that the universe has the better intention for you, and you'll see that the best is coming because your angels are guiding you through this. And it's not a person, it's not everybody's like, but it's about me, right? Yes, it is about you, but it's not personal in a way that it's meant to insult you or hurt you. It's meant to guide you in the right direction. So if as long as you believe in that, things will happen for you. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Laura says, thank you. Mr. Marco Pacheco is next. And then after that, all right. So I just saw your other one. Thank you. Oh, man. So we want to go financial. Okay, well then let's go with the enchanted map. Let's see what money. Yes, I looked at myself in the camera when I did that. Of course I did. I was looking at myself on the screen. It's like, do I look good when I sing? What? All right. Marco Pacheco, and then Ida. Hi, Richard Spence is after Marco. Whew, okay, so there is when it comes to finances, there is going to be a rescue. So what that says to me is that there will be a salvation moment for you. There will be a things get better moment for you. But I feel like this is going to be quite a lonely trip for you to take. So I really financially, I feel like before things get really better, they're going to get slightly awkward. But you're going to make it back to your space, home. You're going to make it back to your home, to your space. So if you are about to embark on this journey where you feel very isolated financially, professionally, where things seem a little uncertain and a little unsecure, unsure, I feel like the moment will get better, but not before it gets tight. So make sure that as you are going through this alone, just know that you're going to make it to your space. You're going to get back to your space. This is not a complete loss, but a setback. Does that make sense to you? I just feel like whatever business and collaboration or that you're in is not a complete loss, but it is going to be a setback, and it will get you back to where you want to be. So just pay attention to that you will make it back, not without its side steps. Does that make sense for you, Marco? I hope that makes sense to you. Ida says, hi, Ida. Hello. And I'm wearing Texas. I'm wearing a Whataburger shirt. Ha ha. I sure do miss Texas. I miss the food. Mr. Rich Spence, and then Ida is after that. Oh, you wrote what day? Yeah, and I'm wearing my Whataburger shirt. I don't know why I pulled it out at the last minute. I was wearing a different shirt, and then I pulled this one out. All right, here's your new space, Richard. There's your new space. Not without a little setbacks. There's the ouch. So we're gonna get to our space. We're gonna get to our home space, and home doesn't necessarily mean like a house but it means you're gonna get back to your space. You're gonna get back to you. I know you've been going through some hard things. I know you've been going through some tough times, but you're gonna get back to you, not without a couple. It says feel the ouch, or heal the ouch on the card. So not before some issues. But it's all in your energy and the prayers in your you've had this great energy about you since we met, and you have the ability to really connect with yourself and manifest the things in front of you. No, I'm not saying that we manifest the bad things in life. I'm not saying that. But sometimes, as the card said earlier, the card that we pulled, the sample card today, we got to have a little faith in the certainty of things, that things will work out. So keep manifesting, keep praying, keep seeing your dreams and goals, and know that you're going to make it back to your space. But I say it with love, not without a little bit of pain and sadness and tears. So you're going to have to, it's basically the walking through the tunnel thing. So before you get into the light, you're going to have to go through this dark tunnel. And like everybody who's watched the show knows, I always say it, although there's always those of us who are waiting for you at the end of the tunnel, you must go through the tunnel alone, and we'll be there for you. So brother, I love you, and I know that you're going to get through this, and you're going to make it out okay. You're going to make it out okay. All right. So what day? Today day. And Ida, you're next. And then Ida, after that, it's Joseph. Oh, you're next after that, Joseph. So let me pull out. We're going to go back to the energy cards. I like the energy cards. I had my other simple cards, but I don't know where I left those. So I need to find those. For those of you watching too, I am taking a Master Tarot class. So I'm taking a Master Tarot class. So hopefully in about 4 more weeks, I'll be able to pull out tarot cards and do tarot card readings as well. I know you guys are used to me just using Oracle, but I'll be able to pull out my tarot cards too as well. So Ida. Okay, so Ida is also a friend of mine and a client. So I look at the cards because I'm looking at her name and going, what's going on? First of all, because we have the first chakra, which is, for everybody, the first chakra is your root chakra. It's what keeps you grounded. It's what keeps your feet on the ground. So Ida, make sure that right now you are staying grounded, staying in the reality of a situation. And I giggled because here's the angel of balance. So the angel of balance is right there to say, Ida, let's keep this balance. And I giggle because I've known Ida for a long time. So I'm like, make sure that you keep your feet on the ground. Keep your feet on the ground and make sure that you're staying balanced and true to the situation, especially because Spirit keeps talking to you. And now I know one of your, I know beforehand one of your new job ventures. Excuse me. So as you are moving forward in this, I'm not sure if this is about that, but I do know that as you are moving closer to Spirit, Spirit is saying, keep it balanced, keep it centered, keep it grounded. Centered, balanced, grounded. Got that idea? Keep it centered, keep it balanced, keep it grounded. As you are moving forward in this new chapter of your life, whether it's personal or professional, make sure that you are centered, balanced, and grounded. And that is going to help you through it. So anytime you're wanting to make an impulse move, remind yourself, is this keeping me balanced? Is this keeping me centered? Is this keeping me grounded? And this is for everybody watching. Whenever you're about to make an impulse move, whether it be personal, professional, for people, places, or things, repeat after me. And I'm going to say it again so you can keep it in your head. Am I balanced? Am I centered? Am I grounded? And if you answer no to any of those three things, then it's not a good move. Rethink it. And if you still can't figure it out, why don't you call me and make an appointment and we'll do a session. Did that make sense, Ida? I hope that makes sense. So we're going with Joseph, and then Frankie Carrillo is after that. So we're going to go with Frankie. We are at 20 minutes till 6, and we shut down at the hour. I want to remind y'all that we are here every Friday on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just make sure you set the reminders. Go click on the reminders so that you get notification that the show is starting. And you can write, it's 4 different Facebook pages, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. And make sure that you set those reminders so you can watch us. Don't miss us. Share us with your friends. Share this with your friends and family so they can watch too. And down at the bottom right there is my Venmo and my Cash App. If you get a reading and you're able to donate a tip, I will greatly appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Joseph. Joseph is next, and then Frankie. I'm making faces because, again, Joseph is one of our regulars, and I'm making faces because I'm like, Joseph, are we doing what we were supposed to be doing a while back? There's the seat. That's why I'm like, are you kidding me? And I say that jokingly, like, are you being honest with yourself? Are you still are you being honest with yourself with the decisions that you're making, especially when it comes to the balance that you've been calling in your life? So are you really balanced? Are you really balanced, or are you convincing yourself that there is balance? That makes sense? Like, there's two different things, especially when it comes to having everything in front of you. You are starting to have everything in front of you. You started to have the world in front of you. You saw the world for what it is. And are you keeping everything balanced in order to keep that for you? I think you know what I mean by that. So stop kidding yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop convincing yourself that everything's great. Because there's a difference between everything is great and I know it and I am doing great. I am great. Does that make sense? So make sure that you are keeping an eye on the decisions that you're making to make sure that you are moving in the right direction. I hope that made sense. Stephanie says, thank you. You are most welcome. Frankie said, oh my God. Ni saludos desde Houston. Hola, Houston. Saludos, Houston. And I'm wearing my, can you see this? I'm wearing my, you can't see it. I'm wearing my Whataburger t-shirt. I got this Whataburger t-shirt the last time I was at Texas. And I miss Whataburger. Can somebody bring me a Whataburger just for dinner tonight? Anybody? Why you got to be mean like that? All right, Frankie. Oh my God. And this is why I crack up, because I shuffle the cards and they'll come out the way they want to. So Frankie, there is the world. You've got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole wide world. I have been wanting to sing that all evening. But it's in order to keep the world in front of you, in order to keep things in your hands, you've got to use that throat chakra. Make sure that you are being honest and sincere with yourself first, and then with the people around you. And that is the best way to make sure that you keep things legit, especially if you want these possibilities and these opportunities to be there for you. In making the right decision is finding the world in front of you. So does that make sense? So be honest with yourself about what you really want. I feel like there's a couple of different options waiting for you, where one is, again, more a logical decision, and the other one's a more artistic decision. Not that one is worse than the other, just which one is right for you. The world will be in your hands so long as you make the right decision, but you got to use that throat chakra and be honest with you. Talk to yourself, converse with yourself, do your pros and cons with yourself, and figure out what the direction that you want to go in. But I feel like there's some really good opportunities coming for you. As long as you're honest with yourself, you'll make the right one. You'll make the right one. So we're going with Jordy and then Monique Hernandez. So we are continuing to scroll down. Remember, we're here every Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. And if you have a YouTube page, would you mind heading over there later and subscribing to the page? We need more subscribers on my YouTube. I'm not a numbers guy, but it would be nice to have more people follow me on YouTube. Hi, Jordy. All right, man, I tell you, when the cards, it happens with TikTok in the mornings too. It's just like this connection between all the people that are being read. There's this connection. So Jordy, here's you and the magician, but you've been the magician for a long time. You have been able to start creating and manifesting for what you want. Now, I'm going to say this. Jordy was cool enough to be in one of my manifestation workshops last year, which will be restarting pretty soon. So we worked a lot on that in order for you to know when to walk away from a situation that doesn't fit you anymore. So as you are creating new opportunities for yourself, you are able to walk away from situations that no longer fit you. And it's all about the decision making. I feel like it's the same cards that keep coming up. And I assure you that I am shuffling this. But Jordy, make sure that you make the decisions, whether you're going to walk away or stay in a situation. But I feel like you manifested a better thing, and now you're being hesitant to move forward. But if this is something that you really want and you created this for you, somehow I feel like the feeling that I get is like I created, like when somebody goes to a job and they create their own position, I feel like you've created your own position within a company or organization or professional. But keep going in that direction, and you'll find out that you'll make the decision right away to walk away from something you don't like into something that you've manifested for yourself. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. All right, we're going with Monique. Monique put in twice. Mickey. Okay, me. Okay, Monique. We're going with Monique. And then after Monique, let me make sure. Yeah, Joseph, we already said Joseph. After Monique, it's Crystal Araujo. So, Crystal, you are. After Monique, it's Crystal. So, stay tuned, Crystal. All right, Monique. See what I mean? It's just like these cards just get there. So Monique, there is a community banding there for you. There's a community that is working for you, especially in this cycle that you're going through. There's the goddess of the moon again. This part of your journey that you're going through, it's what's making this community be there for you, especially if it's intended to bring some balance into your life. Do not push people away that are trying to help you. It is not a hand-me-down. It is not a donation. It is a, hey, we're here for you like you've been there for me. So allow this opportunity for somebody to be of service to you to happen. For everybody watching, we can't just be us giving all the time. We've got to receive some time. That's part of the balance of energy. We give, we help, we provide, so that others can do that for us. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how rich you are, what your job is like. the fact is that what goes around comes around. And if you're putting out good stuff is meant to come your way. If you block that energy, then you start depleting yourself and you're trying to cheat the universe, and the universe will always find a balance. So this community that is coming to help you, it's a cycle that we're going through to bring some balance into your life. So allow the balance to happen for you. I didn't drink any water today. Hold on a second. Drink water, folks. Drink water, folks, especially when you're doing readings. So allow the circle of energy to happen, and this will be good for you. So I hope that made sense. Marco says, yes, thank you. Ida, love it. All right, we already did Joseph. Crystal, did we do? Yes, we did Frankie. We did Frankie. So after Crystal, it's Juan Rodriguez. Guys, if you weren't here to watch me shuffle, this would be like a complete setup. You would think that I am intentionally pulling the same cards, but you see me shuffling the cards. So Crystal, here's the healer. This is you right now. This is you making things happen. It's like you're creating things out of nothing. Enjoy this cycle that is happening in your life. I don't ever know how long a cycle is going to last, but this cycle where you're just manifesting and creating things around you, especially because you're being completely honest with yourself, that's what's allowing it to happen. The moment you try to kid yourself, it's when things go away. So make sure that you are journaling, videotaping, whatever it is that is keeping your throat chakra clear and open, and being honest with yourself is going to continue to create this cycle where you are manifesting things and making things happen. Things get bigger and better because you are able to do it. Now, because I've known you for a while, I know how powerful your mind can be. You're one of those people that has a really strong mind. And I say this with love. It's either are you a good witch or a bad witch? And I really do, like most of us, it depends on the day. But right now you're in a really good creative state of mind. So allow that energy to happen for you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm going to change cards again because those would get a little repetitive. Frank, we already did Frankie. Oh, good. Yes. Juan Rodriguez, you're next. And after Juan, I think that's pretty much it. We're going to go down the list and see who's next after that. All right. So Juan Rodriguez. All right, Juan. Okay, pay attention to the things that are happening around you. Some of the things that are happening to you right now are going to come in handy later. For one, especially when it comes to setting your boundaries with certain people. I feel like some people just don't listen when it comes to setting their mind. So if somebody is overstepping their place, record notes, save in your head the memories of what's happening, but when it ends, it's gonna end for the better. I feel like just some people don't know when to stop, and that's causing a little friction and a little problems. So things will end up good for you so long as you keep track of everything. Excuse me. So allow people to mess up. Allow people to do. I'm not going to say let them do their worst, but let them bring themselves down. I feel like your part is to just record what's going to happen, like to keep memory of what's happening so that it can be used. I feel like I'm in court, so they can be used against them later. So make sure that you are keeping track of everything that's happening. If this is a professional situation, they will be found out. And you will be part of the assistance in bringing the situation down. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's what's coming in my head. So let me know if that made sense to you. All right. So we got Juan, hi. Ida says, yes, that's it. On the money. Thank you. Joanna, how are you doing? I love you too, sweetie. She's one of my good friends. He knows I jump up all the time. Yes, we both laugh because I know that. Whataburger, yum. Gracias, de nada, Frankie Carrillo. Hi. There's a yes. There's a 100%. You're welcome. Yes for that. Happy Friday, Richard Wayne. Hi. Shatach, is that how you say it? Shatach, you can absolutely have a reading if you just say me in the comment section for me, please. You're welcome, Juan Rodriguez. Cynthia Ramirez. Yes, Cynthia Ramirez. Let's do this one and then we have a couple more minutes to go. And remember, join us every Friday here for the Card Divo Show at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on 4 channels: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. And on Facebook, we're on 4 different pages. So no excuse not to watch us. No excuse. All right, Cynthia. All right, so it's time to change. It's time to find a new tune. So some of the things that have been happening around you, there we go. In order for you to move forward in the direction that you want to go, it's time to change the coordinates. So this is for everybody watching. If I keep telling myself the same story over and over again, I will end up at the same place over and over again. If I want to change my coordinates or my direction, I need to change my story. So it's important that you start telling yourself the new story. This is the time for you to learn that lesson. What is it about the situation that happened that's going to teach you something? If you go through it again, then it's all on you. But you have to stay grounded. Make sure that you keep your feet on the floor, level-headed, and stay grounded into the situation. Otherwise, it is going to happen again. And I don't feel like you want to go through this again. So make sure that you stay conscious of the fact of what happened, what part of it was on you, and how can you move forward. But if you continue to bring up the same characters, telling the same story, doing the same thing, then it's going to happen. It's gonna continue to happen. So just pay attention to that, if that makes sense. But it's up to you to change the story and the path that this is going in. That makes sense to you? I hope it made sense. Where are we? Juan Rodriguez says, yes, that made sense to him. Richard Wayne is one of my best friends, and he is also a astrologer and an intuitive in his own right. We are going to be having a double person reading. We used to have a show called Zodiacs where we both did readings live, and we took turns reading. So I'm going to bring him back on maybe next week or the week after. We'll have to check with his schedule, but we're going to bring him back on the show to do some readings for us. We are being hacked, so please ignore the comments from certain people. Anybody who's offering your reading, they're not with me, so please do not respond to those messages. And I'm going to continue to delete those as we go along. All right, so Richard Wayne. All right, Wayne. So for you, you are in your light at the moment, sir. That is you right now being surrounded by your light. So there is a very beautiful light surrounding you and allowing you to just shine. This is mainly because you are taking your time to get to where you want to go. So take your time in this process that you're going through, this next chapter of your life, this next adventure. Keep your prayers and manifestations your connection to spirit open so that it can open the doors for you. But I feel like right now you are in your light, you are in your element, allowing things to happen and fall where they may so that it doesn't overwhelm you. But as long as you keep manifesting and praying, things will happen for you and things will turn out right. I hope that made sense. And you know that I can always pull more cards for you later. So we get together often. So happy Friday. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it did make sense. Awesome. Let me take the banner off. I want to show you a couple of things that I bought because they're so cool before we go. And you're like, is that an avocado? Yes, it's an avocado. It's an avocado current point purse. What? It's a little coin purse avocado that I got. I ordered it off of, I think this is from Mexi stuff online. And what? Is that a concha? Yes, it is a concha, but it's a pillow concha. And I just got these online and they are so cool. Those are from Mexi stuff. And I got them up online. I'll share the page with you guys. You're welcome, sweetheart. I love you. For everybody else, again, if you got a reading, if you're able to donate or tip, my info is scrolling down at the bottom. I will take that off now. For everybody else, let me take this out of the way. We're done for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, we have 3 shows on the air, so make sure that you join us every week for the Christian and Daniel show, the Card Divo show, and Put It Together Conversations. There is the schedule. Check it out. Also, I have a book. This is Grumpy Bunny and the Colors Game. So if you have children, you like to read to them, this is available in all of the major book outlets, so go check that out. Grumpy Bunny and the Colors Game, written by me, Jennifer Gatch, and Vivian Gatch. Mother and daughter are the ladies that did the illustration for me, so go check that out. For now, I want to thank you all for watching. Please follow, share, like us, subscribe, and we will see you folks next week. Thank you for joining me.